Happy Easter, everybody. That should be our glitch for the show. I'm not promising, but we always got one, and that was it. The intro, maybe you muted. I think we're good now. But happy Easter, everybody. A lot of stuff's going on. I don't know if you read the title or I don't know what you call it, the headline of our show or whatever. Trump, how to ruin an empire, and Jesse on Fire refreshes my memory. All right, we're going to wait till the end to talk about Trump, so stick around and wait for that. But I want to do the Jesse on Fire thing. If you notice, hey, we got some new stuff now. We got another computer. We have new mics. After our interview with Jesse last week, we realized that we were lacking in audio. Video we'll work on, but this was a cheaper route to get a little bit better. But anyway, Jesse on Fire jogs my memory. Artemis 2 launched, and not only did it launch, it's going to the moon, and it's going around the moon. If you can believe that. I don't. Launched on April Fool's Day. Yeah. So as you guys know, we just did an interview with Jesse on Fire last week. And man, he's a great guy, and I've talked to him since then, and he's I'm going to start using his clips so you guys can understand why I listen to Jesse probably more than anyone, him and Valhalla. But I'm going to start using his clips a lot, and I got his permission to use them, so don't worry about that. I'm not stealing another creator's content. I just ask that you go to, he has two channels, one with his wife, Gabrielle. It's Play with Matches, and they're down in the description there. And Jesse on Fire, of course. Guys, go over there, subscribe, watch his videos, because you're going to learn a lot of stuff. Even if you don't agree with it, you may at least have a different understanding and of other people's opinions. But Jesse's great, man. He is an awesome guy. Very down to earth, willing to share. He a great guy and willing to help you out. But I was watching him yesterday on Play with Matches, and they were talking about the moon. And when they showed a certain clip, and I'm gonna play his clip, it brought something back to my memory that I saw years ago. And it was, I believe, Apollo 11 that this video, it's on a documentary. But I remember seeing something that was so similar to what he's showing on his show. And his wife, Gabrielle, asked the question, and Jesse answered. And I think I understand what they're doing in this picture, and it's just NASA up to their tricks again to lie to the public. And why wouldn't they? We got the most lying government right now that I mean, it's been lying for, I don't know. They they lied to us constantly. Uh, so let's go ahead and play that video of Play with Matches and Jesse and Gabrielle, Justin, and we'll get this thing started.
I'm gonna play it. Dustin was saying volume was a little low. If you want to move the mic a little closer.
All right, volume's low. Thank you guys. Anything that you can do to help us with audio, hopefully it sounds better. Anything you could do to help us while we're on air, do that. You're not going to insult us. We're not going to get better unless you guys let us know what's wrong. So let's go ahead and play that video from Playing with Matches with Jesse and Gabrielle.
Like our lunar
Thruster
orb,
things.
thruster, and so now we're all in, like we're
that's what I was
committed.
saying.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I said.
Wait, what is this? This is supposedly the
That's Earth.
the new image of Earth, and it's like check out Earth now versus before. It's like, what am I looking at exactly? They're all, well, clearly there's so much pollution. You're all, I mean,
Is that what we're seeing?
that just looks like
I don't know what we're looking at.
Yeah.
I don't know what's the difference.
what exactly
Go back to the post. What does the post say?
it said. And NASA compares how photography of the Earth has changed.
They're talking about like how the actual imagery. Like,
Oh, like this is now and it's so much better.
yeah, I guess.
That's the
I don't know
new
which
one
one's
right
now
there.
and which one's then.
Yeah, I
This
get-
one you see stars, which feels like it's better.
Where do you see stars?
Not
Look in the
stars.
sky, dude.
Where?
Right there. You see the little dots everywhere?
Oh, no, I think that's space junk. Oh yeah, I guess you can kind of see that. But
I think that's the new photo. I think
maybe.
that's
No,
them being
so-
like, dang.
Hold on,
What's
hold on,
this right
hold on.
here?
All right. Do you see the light coming in right there in the corner? You see how that edge is glowing right there on the Earth? Go ahead and play. I want to show something.
A satellite, maybe?
Oh, stop. You see how that lines up where the light is on the side of the Earth there that they're showing you? That's the Earth in high orbit. Go ahead. Play. I'm going to
I think it's a
explain this
UFO.
all.
So, I don't really know what the point they're making is, but however, I did want to show something related to this because there are people who are posting it now, and it is absolutely hilarious. Okay, so sun behind the Earth. What light? Yeah, what light used on subject?
Very
That's
good.
fair.
Great
Is
question.
that the sun, though?
Great question right there. Go ahead and play.
Behind the Earth?
Of course. What else would it be?
What else would it be? Okay, stop.
Oh wait,
All right, that's it for that video. And they asked great question. The one thing was, and I was thinking the same thing. What's lighting that up in front, and what's that in the back? And Gabrielle says, "Well, what is that in the back? Is that the sun?" And Jesse says, "What else would it be? Of course, it's the sun." Now, I want you to think, and you saw the image. You've been taught all these years not to believe your eyes and what you see. Bring up the picture. Can you bring up that picture again, Justin? All right. Back a little bit to where you get the full, not that one. Right there. Guys, they're in low Earth orbit. I mean, low Earth orbit. That's a window. The sun is, let's see, over here, and it's shining down, and it's catching that window. And then when they pan down and you see that bright spot, that's why the bright spot is lit up. That's why there's light going down in that angle to make the Earth look round, to give the impression they're far away from Earth. Now, it would be one thing if this is just but if you go up and you blow this image up and go around the edge of the circle, you can clearly see it's a window. They're taking a picture of the window. And that would be one thing Oh, Mike, you're so full of shit. It's not a window. Clearly, it's the Earth. It'd be one thing if they had never been caught doing this before. This ain't the first time they've done it. You remember, we haven't went to the moon since 1974, I believe. Let's go to Apollo 11. This is on a documentary called Something Funny Happened on the Way to the Moon. And if you want to look it up on YouTube, it was, what's the minute marker on that?
32 minutes, 2 seconds.
Yeah, go ahead. If you get the same video I have, go ahead to 32 minutes and whatever seconds he said. But let's watch this again. Let's watch what they did back then.
And finally, the element that seals their fate. Of all the footage of Apollo 11 requested from NASA over a 5-year period, one gem was discovered just before the completion of this documentary. An old reel received by mistake. It contains the raw or unedited footage of the crew of Apollo 11, Michael Collins, Edwin Aldrin Jr., and Neil Armstrong, staging part of their mission for nearly an hour in living color, with exceptionally clear behind-the-scenes audio of conversations discussing the techniques used to achieve a disingenuous picture depicting the Earth at a distance in order to falsely demonstrate their far journey from it and their ability to survive passing through the Van Allen radiation belts. It cannot be misconstrued that this staging was done for some other reason prior to the mission, for the reel itself is slated and dated July 18th, 19th, and 20th, 1969, the very days of the mission when they were said to be approaching and achieving lunar orbit. Furthermore, it is apparent they are in genuine zero gravity aboard the actual spacecraft, necessary to convince the mass media of their authenticity, just not any further than Earth orbit, as you will see. In this never-before-seen or heard footage, not only is the radio conversation between the astronauts and Houston Control audible, there is a secondary, private conversation taking place between the crew and a third confidential party, prompting the astronauts with what to say, when to speak, and how to effectively manipulate the camera to achieve the desired misleading effect. NASA claims that the Houston transmissions were the only ones taking place with the astronauts. Listen now as Houston Control initiates a conversation with the crew, only to find them too preoccupied with the behind-the-scenes trickery to respond. Moments pass, and the oversight is picked up on by the clandestine third party,
Pay
who quickly
attention.
prompts them with, "Talk." Immediately, Neil Armstrong speaks.
Oh, Apollo 11, Houston, Goldstone says that the TD looks great. Over. Okay, Roger.
Again, the illusion they are attempting to create is the Earth at a distance to demonstrate their far journey from it and their ability to survive passing through the Van Allen radiation belts.
Okay, pause it for a
Understand,
minute.
too, that only
You have to listen to what they say, where the camera is. To pay attention to where they say the camera is relative to the window. All right, pay close attention to that. Go ahead.
only about 20 seconds of this raw footage was ever broadcast to the public, and these conversations discussing their deception were believed to be private. Until now. Here they discuss that these television transmissions were in fact not broadcast live as everyone believed. They were first screened and edited for playback later.
All right, Janine, we just wanted a narrative such that we can, when we get to playback, we can sort of correlate what we were seeing. Thank you very much.
Here they discuss the fact that they have turned out the lights and have blocked out sunlight from entering the spacecraft through the other windows, as to not cause any reflected light to fall onto the spacecraft's wall in the foreground.
Well, we cut out the sun coming in from the other end of the spacecraft, so it's looking through a the number one window, and there isn't any reflected light.
The reason this was done is so that the truth of the matter would not be revealed. It is this. Though the federal government would have you believe that this is a view of Earth from a distance out of the spacecraft's window as it nears the moon, it is not. What they have ingeniously done is placed the camera at the back of the spacecraft and centered the lens on a circular window in the foreground, outside of which it is completely filled with the Earth in low orbit. The circumference of the window then appears to be the diameter of the Earth at a distance, with the darkened walls of the spacecraft appearing to be the blackness of space around it. That is why they wanted the interior dark and blocked out the sun from entering through the other windows. Here you can see the extruded window, probably 2 inches thick at the bottom. This is because the Earth's shine is coming in at a downward angle. It also causes the Earth to appear to be an irregularly shaped circle, for you are seeing the outside of the window at the bottom and the inside of the window at the top, which together form 2 different sized halves of a circle. Subsequently, this take was never used. As they perfected the shot, a crescent-shaped piece of black material was inset slightly into the window to create the illusion of the Earth's terminator line dividing night and day. It is uncannily convincing. During this segment, intended to be edited and played back later for the worldwide television audience, dated July 18, 1969, Neil Armstrong condemns himself as he states that he is 130,000 miles out, or halfway to the moon, as the NASA flight log also states on this date, when he is in reality in low Earth orbit of a few hundred miles.
Roger, Houston, Apollo 11. Calling in from about 130,000 miles out.
Here, during another segment, also intended to air after review, Neil Armstrong falsely explains to the viewers how the shot is attained by putting the camera's lens to the window's glass,
Right here.
as it would have to be if they were the claimed distance away from the Earth.
We only have one window that has a view of the Earth, and it's filled up with a TV camera.
Where is it? It's
If the
filled
window
up.
was completely filled up with a TV camera, as he stated, then an astronaut's arm would not be able to get between the camera and the window, as it obviously does here in this outtake.
South America becomes invisible just off beyond the Terminator or inside the shadow.
You can also notice how the astronaut operating the camera reacted to the mistake by attempting to pan away from it. This is a segment that they believed wasn't even being recorded, much less suitable for broadcast, for the lens was being zoomed out and the scene was being changed to that of an interior of the astronauts at work, and apparently the stop button popped back up on the recorder without notice.
Hold
Here
on.
is the diffused work light that they used to...
Look at the light. She was just bringing it up. Look at the light up in your left-hand corner of the screen. I hope that's your left. Maybe it's your right. I don't know. I'm looking at it backwards, I guess. But if he's in the window with the camera's filling the window, how are you seeing the inside of the spacecraft? Go ahead.
see camera controls, but not throw light onto the spacecraft's wall. Here they remove part of the crescent insert.
Oh, it gets better. Hey, can you move where
Finally,
we
the
are
iris
and
is
rewind
opened
that
up.
real quick so they can see? Move us to the other corner if you can. I don't know if that's possible. I'm sure it is. Down at the bottom. We're live and unscripted. I caught him off guard. You do have a new mic. It costs, I'm not going to say a lot of money, but it costs a few bucks. You can use it. All right, here we go. He says he's got it. All right, he's got it. Cool.
And you can see the real location.
Back it up. Back it up. Sorry, guys. I know this is a long video, but you got to see this shit. Yep, go ahead.
Work, and apparently the stop button popped back up on the recorder without notice. Here is the diffused work light that they used to see camera controls, but not throw light onto the spacecraft's wall. Here they remove part of the crescent insert. Finally, the iris is opened up, and you can see the real location of the camera and the very bright and near Earth out the window.
There
Here
you
is the
go.
slate for the 19th of July. And the same shot of trickery on the 19th of July. And then the 20th. And the same misleading shot on the 20th. Later that evening, they were said to be walking on the moon. How can this be when they were in Earth orbit only 9 hours earlier, and the moon is some 3 days' journey away?
All right.
Furthermore,
That's good.
if they
If you're telling the truth, you don't have to make up lies ever. Ever. If you're telling the truth and everything's above water and you're actually doing something, you don't have to lie about anything, pictures or anything. But you see, I show that of that Artemis 2, and if I just said, hey, I think they're lying to us, you'd say, oh, you're a dumbass. But there it is. It's a habit. It's what they do. They're just doing what the government agencies do to us, and that's lie to us. And so I think this moon mission is just a bunch of bullshit to take your mind off of everything else. Hey, let's get everybody's mind off of what's going on Earth and take them to the moon. All right? It's bullshit. They ain't going to the moon. It'll be, and you know what? We'll have more, I'm sure, more obvious trickery that we'll see. But watching Jesse, and you know, you watch other people and they're talking about, I hadn't saw that picture yet. And saw that on Gabrielle and Jesse's channel, and I'm like, hey, I think I've seen that before. And sure enough, I kept remembering, and there it was. So it's a habit, man. They can't help but lie to us and tell us shit that's not true. Speaking of not true, guys, Iran is destroyed. They are, you know what? I ain't even going to say it. Let's let our fearless, our America First leader tell us all about what's going on in this short. Go ahead.
We've beaten and completely decimated Iran. They are decimated, both militarily and economically and in every other way. And the countries of the world that do receive oil through the Hormuz Strait must take care of that passage. They must cherish it. They must grab it and cherish it. They can do it easily. We're going to hit them extremely hard over the next 2 to 3 weeks. We're going to bring them back to the Stone Ages where they belong and won't be taking any in the future. We don't need it. We haven't.
All right, that's good. 3 things there, guys. First of all, if you're still in the mega cult under this mind control, break it, dude. You are getting lied to. And what do I mean? Mike, how do you know? Well, first of all, he brought up 3 things. We're going to talk about 2 real quick, and then I'll bring up the 3rd. All right. Number 1, he said they are completely devastated. I believe his words were decimated, both militarily and economically. Well, my question to him is, if they are so bad off militarily, why did we have 2 A-10 Thunderbolts, or otherwise known as Warhogs, shot down the other day? If they have no military capabilities, how did that happen? Because you're lying. Number 2, they are totally ruined economically. Really? Listen, this is where Trump just stepped on his dick. He listened to Israel, and they told him it was going to be quick and easy. And guess what? It ain't quick and easy. You can't overthrow a regime from the air. You have to have ground troops. And I think he's realizing the American people aren't really fond of ground troops. Whether he's going to send them in or not, I'm sure, I know there's already some there. But we're talking like massive start to draft up, even though he raised the age to 42. And the draft is not abnormal. It's been normal for almost every war, even Vietnam, Korea, all that. World War II, it didn't have to be because people were committing suicide, not because they weren't allowed to go to World War II. So that's a totally different beast there. Just dropped my drink. But this is where he's just a blithering. He can't admit, hey, I screwed up, man. We need to go. All right. Economically, first of all, the tolls that they put in place for ships to get through are going to be, or are now, $2 million per vessel. That ain't for the price of the oil. That's just for the passage through the Strait of Hormuz. Per vessel. $2 million per vessel. That equals, in a year, estimated $60 to $100 billion a year. Now we got to jump back to the military. Iran's military budget for 2024 was $7.89 billion. Do you think with the extra $100 billion in their pocket, that might go up? I think it might. And it don't sound like they're economically destroyed at all because people are getting their oil. And see, now our allies hate us because we fucked them. We screwed them over. We didn't ask them. We didn't, it's because I hit the table. We did nothing to warn them. Hey, you mind if we do this? Because this is going to screw up your gas prices and your energy prices are going to go way up. And now people are running out of fuel. Well, what are people going to do? Run out of fuel or say, you know what? Screw you, Trump. Screw you, U.S. We don't, you fucked us. We're going to go with people that, he is in a position that he can't get out of. And let me tell you, he wants out of it. You see, he fired Pam Bondi now. Who do you think's next? I'm pretty sure it's going to be Pete Hegseth because he's going to need somebody to be the scapegoat for him because he can't be wrong. And you know what, Pete, you kind of got it coming, dude. You kind of got it coming when you're Israel first, too. And since it's Easter, I just want to share something else I saw on Play with Matches with Jesse on Fire. I just wanted to share one more thing. How can he be this stupid? He believes God is on his side, that he's anointed. He believes he is doing God's will. And why? When you see his spiritual leader, for the nation, his spiritual leader, she's above everybody else in this position that go to Trump. All these pastors and things. Her name is Pam White. Or Paula White, I'm sorry. And, you know, I know the Bible. I studied the Bible. My family knows the Bible. And I'm not saying, I don't know what Jesse is as far as Christian or whatever. I know he's taking his kids to church today, and that's great. But this is what they're seeing. This is what people that don't know the Bible and don't know scripture, and I'm not saying Jesse doesn't, but that don't know Jesus and the gospel and the good news and salvation through Christ. This is what they're seeing as Christianity. Go ahead and play that.
Let's get to the meat and bones of this thing, because before we do that, I wanted to show you guys.
This woman.
This woman is the actual spiritual advisor to the President of the United States, who is recently making decisions that led to us being trapped in a war that we're losing badly in front of the entire world. And she recently compared him to Jesus Christ. And I just want to show you guys that, and she's been his spiritual advisor for like 7 or 8 years, for the record. Okay.
Oh, wow.
So this is who is in the ear of the president, helping him make good decisions.
Challenging you to sow $133 for Proverbs 133. But whoever listens to me will live in safety and be at ease without fear of harm. If you absolutely cannot join in sowing $133 for Proverbs 133, because I believe it's so important to stand on God's word, then sow your very best.
Let's send me
As
what
you
you
sow a
can.
favor seed today of $52 or more, standing on Esther 5:2,
Oh,
for she
another verse.
obtained favor in the king's sight. This is an act of faith, just like Queen Esther did, in reaching out to touch the top of the king's scepter in faith. In Esther chapter 5, verse 2, it's the chief place. It's the same thing as touching Jesus.
You're right, Gabby.
Touch
It's
the
gross.
top. And maybe you can stand with me and give a sacrificial offering to stand with Paul the White Ministry. I need you right now. And that sacrificial offering of $414 for Esther 4:14, for if you remain silent at this time, relief and deliverance for the Jews will arise from another place, but you and your father's family will perish. And who knows but that you have come to your royal position for such a time as this. God can open it up just like that. He can give you more than what you've asked for.
Because he needs your
Whatever
money.
you can give, do so.
So I don't know about you, but I feel like she's a totally honest actor who is acting in the best interest of the world and trying to spread the word of God for nothing,
No personal.
no personal gain at all. She seems very selfless, and there's something about her delivery that just makes me really want to trust her.
It's the piano.
So that piano, dude, that is who is in his ear. And in case you guys need some more examples of her behaving like a totally sane, normal person that should definitely be, you know,
Advising.
advising the president of the United States about
Yeah.
war and such.
When I walk on White House grounds, God walks on White House grounds. I had every right and authority to declare the White House as holy ground because I was standing there, and where I stand is holy.
Wow.
To say no to President Trump would be saying no to God. And I won't do that.
We are in a spiritual war right now. Let every demonic network that has aligned itself against the purpose, against the calling of President Trump, let it be broken. Let it be torn down in the name of Jesus.
You want me to tell you what my thoughts are? The thoughts of the King of Kings, the thoughts of the Lord of Lords. I'm downloading heaven.
So
Yeah, where you stand is holy ground, Justin. What's Jesse got to say here? I got to hear him say.
it felt like American politics had gotten so simple, you know? It was like, hey, over there, you have a bunch of lunatics who want to chop up the kitties' peepees, who are crazy, like crazy beyond belief. So
Oh my
crazy.
gosh.
And they are so institutionalized in the schools and all that, that they are clearly the clear and present danger that I need to be concerned about. Obviously, it's them. They're insane. And when I see that crazy bitch at the White House giving speeches, and then I go look and then I realize that she actually
Oh my
represents the
gosh.
largest voting block in the country.
Gosh,
and
it's
I go,
scary.
oh my God, this is what the Christian right is? Like,
No,
this,
no, it's
this
not.
person.
Not.
Some of it is, though.
Some of it is.
She's
yes,
at the White. She's advising the president. She absolutely is that.
That she snaked her way in because she saw a freaking whale in Trump and has like catered to his ego. You don't think?
Well, yes, but that's not why. Dude, she is part of the institutional side of the evangelical.
She's a televangelist. Like
that's
her and
Israel
this group
first.
That like the one like they have so much power because why? Because they
have lots of money?
No, they collect. Well, yes, but they collect the retards, like the retards who can't pick out. Oh my God, she wants me to give her $450 because the best way. Listen, do you need? These are the exact people. Do you need $2,000 right now? Do you need $2,000? What would $2,000 do for your life? What would $2,000 tomorrow do for your life? Because that's what I'm offering you, and I'm telling you, you need to pray and you need to send $400 right here. Sacrifice your finance today for a financial gain down the line.
At all.
If you do that and you pray to God, you show them what you did, and you're going to get that 2,000 with no fucking shame at all. And how many people fall for that over and over and over and over? And those people would vote for a fucking candlestick if she told them to. And that's why they have so much power.
All right.
She's in the White House means
and that's true. That's what people are thinking that Christians are. He's right. He's not right in saying that that's what Christians are as a whole, but there is a little group. There is a group that, they're eating that cheese. But I just thought, being Easter, you should see what kind of nut. And there's a lot of them out there. And usually if they're on TV, them are the nuts. Let's see. What does he say? They have given evangelical Christianity a terrible name. Yes, they have. Yes, they have. What are you doing in there? Second, boo-boo. All right, guys. We'll take your chats now. I know we don't have super chats because we don't have hardly anybody in our subscriptions. We did get to 80. Our goal by the end of the month is 100. 100 subscribers. Help us reach our goal. If you haven't pressed like on our channel yet, press like, please. It don't cost nothing. It's free. Also, go to Jesse on Fire. Subscribe. YouTube's trying to take down channels like his and like ours.
It's in the description.
And yes, and it's in the description below.
Both him and Gabby's channel and his regular channel.
Yeah, so go down there and make sure you subscribe to them channels, guys. I mean, it's free. Just subscribe. Press that thumbs up button. Here, I'll press it. Oh, there you go. We went to 4 likes and 1 was me. Come on, guys. It's real easy. We just need your support. I know you don't believe it, but this costs me and Justin some money. And it'd be nice to be able to make some money doing this. I mean, that's not why we're doing it, but it'd be nice if it paid for itself. And that's why I want to give a shout out to Jesse and tell him thank you, because Jesse's helping us out a lot. And I don't want to talk about anything that we've chatted about private, but he is a very outstanding man. And I'm going to share his content as much as possible, his clips as much as possible. We're going to start doing more shorts with our shorts, and we're going to mix it up with Jesse's. And we just asked that, man, go give him a look-see, subscribe to us, go subscribe to him. You're doing us a huge favor, and you're doing him a huge favor. We dedicate this time for you. It takes time to set up this stuff, to come up with these things. And we're doing it once a week, which we're going to start doing it. We're going to hook that up this week, today. All right, so we're going to start doing it several times a week here. at Shut Up and Think, but Jesse does it several times a day. And I mean, he comes out with great content. And guys, it just, all you pressing a button. I know it don't seem like much to you, but it really helps people that put this content together. But anyway, that's all we got for you today, guys. We appreciate you tuning in. Help us get to that 100 subscribers. If you ain't subscribed yet, just press the subscribe button, press that like button, and it don't cost you nothing, and you're helping us out a ton. Head over to Jesse's channels, Jesse on Fire, and play with matches with Jesse and Gabby is what it says. And guys, happy Easter, and we'll see you next time. Love y'all. Bye-bye.